My name is David. I'm an English teacher in Brazil. I created a special report to show you 7 important reasons to listen to audio to improve your English. You can download a free copy at www.exlaudio.com/1. Let's go ahead and talk about those 7 reasons right now. Reason number 1, you cannot learn a language without audio. Now that may sound like a silly statement to make, but it's absolutely true. Have you ever seen someone learn to speak a language without being able to hear? If someone is deaf, it would be really hard for them to learn how to talk. Reason number 2, it's the way children learn their mother tongue. Children learn to speak their mother tongue by listening to people who talk with them. Obviously, they aren't going to listen to an iPod or a CD to develop their language skills, but they don't need that. They have their own live-in tutors, mommy and daddy, to listen to. Now, you won't need to listen to audio if you're surrounded by living, breathing people who can talk with you and help you learn English. But for most of my students in Brazil and around the world, that just isn't an option. So if you don't have constant contact with a native, then audio becomes the second best choice for a student like you. Recordings made by native speakers are a great means for you to hear the pronunciation and intonations of words and phrases in English. Reason number 3, language is primarily a spoken form of communication. See, when most people want to communicate something to someone nearby, they simply say it. Not only is it much faster than writing, but they can also express themselves much better through nonverbal cues. Written words are simply symbols of what people want to communicate to each other. It is normally used to communicate with those who are not nearby and can't be talked to personally. Reason number 4, it's the way all English students learn. Have you ever seen an English student learn to speak English by simply reading a book? Let's say he never heard a native, never had a teacher, and never spoke with anyone. Would he be able to simply pick up a book and instantly know how to pronounce the words and be able to express himself clearly? Of course not. Why do you think that most good English materials come with audio CDs or DVDs? Reason number 5, many illiterate people can speak more than one language. All illiterate people can talk, even if they don't know how to read or write, unless of course they're deaf. Here in Brazil, I know people who can't read or write, yet they can speak 2 or more languages. My uncle used to work in Senegal. There the people speak as many as 7 languages and dialects, yet many of those people cannot read or write. Reason number 6, you have to learn English by practicing the language. You can't learn to speak English by simply reading a book. That would be like trying to learn how to play soccer by reading a book. Could you imagine Pelé reading books about soccer all his life and never having touched a soccer ball? He wouldn't really know how to play, would he? What would happen if I put a group of students that had never played soccer in a classroom and teach them all the rules and theories about soccer for 6 months? They then pass their final written test. I give them all certificates and send them on their way. What would happen if they went to a stadium and tried to play for real? Let's say that they play their first real game against a group of kids who had never studied the theories and rules before. These kids just learned to play on the street while having fun. Who do you think would win? My students who know all the rules and theories, or the kids who learn to play the game through constant practice? It would obviously be the kids who learn to play by practice. While one of my students was trying to remember what the rules are, the guys from the other team with the ball would simply dribble around him and score a goal, right? Reason number 7, audio will help you learn proper pronunciation and structures. Listening to audio in English will help you learn to pronounce the words properly. You will also begin to pick up on grammar structures implicitly. It is such a simple yet powerful tool. You really should get busy and start listening to audio right away. It can make all the difference between being an average speaker and a fantastic English speaker who can communicate what you want to effortlessly. If you want to begin improving your English skills today to become a fluent English speaker, and check out my latest report, 7 Ways to Use Audio to Improve Your English in 30 Days at www.excelaudio.com/2. You can also sign up to receive new English audio lessons each month at www.excelaudio.com/3. So go get started listening to audio today. And if you have any questions, just send me an email at admin@exlsite.com.